happened to men not being afraid to come and talk to you in person? Like, I feel like I run into men all the time who will like say something to their homeboy, or like say something, a compliment loud enough for me to hear, not directly speaking to me, but just so I can hear it, so I can say thank you. And that's like their way of knowing if they can come and talk to me or not. And I remember when I was younger, like, I could be in a group of 20 girls and the guy would not care. He would come, part the Red Sea, and come and get my number. Like, what happened to that? Where did that get lost? Did it get lost because of these dating apps? Like, I've never been on a dating app and I will never be on one, just because I just don't feel like my man is on there. I feel like my man is going to see me in person. He's not going to be afraid. He's going to come and talk to me. Right? So, like, am I doing something wrong? Or like, is that over with? Are they just expecting us to come and talk to them? Like, are y'all going to approach them? Because hell would freeze over before I ever.
Like she said, things were different many years ago, and men would easily approach women no matter the occasion. But now men do not even care if the woman is out there in his personal space giving him green lights. They just ignore the women. There are so many reasons for this development, and 99% of it is the women's fault. And it is crazy that most of them do not realize this. It's a case of the problem asking what the problem is. They are used to getting away with whatever they wish to do, and they comfortably ran along with any narrative they felt like putting out. Now things are different and totally out of their control. Men no longer approaching them means men ready to spend on them and take them out on dinners has reduced. The high life they post on Instagram has reduced too, and all they post now is throwbacks because they don't have the money to do these things for themselves. Since men have finally realized their mistake and are no longer approaching valueless women like this, I must say that I'm absolutely delighted about it. These ladies are now stuck at bars and restaurants, and they return the same way they came, hungry and alone. Makes me happy. We need to continue and not put up with this nonsense from these modern women. These women must understand that they must work on themselves and that they do not deserve anything without earning or working for it. Women who are not receiving any attention from men also need to understand this, or else there will be nothing for them. Going to sit at male-dominated spaces like bars, gyms, or Home Depots is an outdated tactic that won't work, so the earlier they realize that, the better for them. As I was saying, men have decided to stop approaching women, and the reasons are so numerous that this decision is a necessary one. Now, the main point of this video is why these women are so pissed about it. Isn't it the same women who said they do not need any man? Same women who said they wish they could live in a world where men do not exist. Same women who said they could do everything men do and even better. So why are they angry that men have decided to stay on their own and not approach them anymore?
You know what? I have something that I need to say. I am tired. I am tired of the men that just don't go for it. They're just so scared. They think that they're gonna get rejected when it's like, bruh, like, just take a freaking chance. I am tired, sick and tired of this, excuse my language, but this energy that these men have been giving these days. You'll walk past and they'll literally give you side eye. Like, just come up to me and ask for my freaking name. Like, okay, like, you get rejected. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it happens. It happens to me. But just take a chance. Guys, just take a chance. Just get some confidence. Like, just take a chance.
The worst crop of modern women are the ones who think men stopped approaching them because they are scared of them or something. It's only common knowledge to avoid a venomous snake on the road while taking a walk. To be honest, it takes madness, not bravery, to approach these modern women. Contrary to what some of these women believe, it is not because males are afraid to approach them. Simply put, it's not worth approaching you. Why would a man approach a woman that he knows, after 3 months, will make him regret having met her? Men would prefer to cross oceans in search of foreign ladies to marry, but they won't go near these modern ones. So why do they still believe it's a lack of courage? It's an ego problem, by the way. They have been brought up to think they are the prize, and there could be nothing wrong with them at all. They were taught that men were meant to crawl, weep, and do everything humanly possible to bag them. And that's the issue, because they now think anything that goes wrong is never their cause. You could see the ugliest, fattest, and most out-of-shape woman on Instagram, and all the comments made by women on the post would be lies. Go girl, you are so beautiful. Wow, you are so radiant. The outfit complements your shape. You're so sexy. Believe it or not, These things get to these women. Now this fat and ugly lady thinks she is the prettiest thing out there. A man could reject her for being unattractive, and the first thing she would think is if the man is gay for rejecting her, not that she's just fat and unattractive. That's the mentality that they have developed. So now when men started to stop approaching them, they automatically believed it's the men's fault. It's either men are too scared, or they prefer to go for foreign women that they can oppress and control. Honestly, there isn't anything they haven't said just to make themselves seem innocent. But still, despite their coping, they are still feeling the effects. No ATMs to bankroll their lifestyle, no one to pay for their drinks at bars, no man to pay their already due rents, no one to take them on dinners, and even worse, they are lonely also. So they go berserk and desperate for a man to approach them. Isn't reality really different from social media? Although they claim not to require a man, they are constantly using dating apps, going to coffee shops, gyms, and bars in an effort to get men to approach them. Despite this, they are unable to locate any since they are unaware of the true cause of the collapse of the present-day dating. No, it's not because there aren't enough males around that you have to go to male-dominated spaces to see them, or that they're solely on dating apps, at bars, or at gyms. It's a result of their attitudes and actions. They claim to be wonderful women, but are they really worth having a good man? No, I don't think so. What men want is not even much. Men do not demand much at all, unlike them that do make ridiculous and unrealistic demands. It's really simple. They just aren't used to meeting people's standards, just setting them, and that's why modern dating is not working. They are not ready to give, not ready to sacrifice. And since they can't provide what a man wants, it's just normal that men are leaving their asses behind and going for those who would do what they want. So instead of crying about men not approaching, getting angry or going to bars and gyms and sitting there all day doing nothing in the hopes that a man approaches, why not change, huh? It's even less stressful than all these that they are doing. I assure you that if you are a decent lady, good guys will find you regardless of how little you go out. It doesn't matter where you go. To attract a man, you don't have to spend the night at a sports bar or gym. But these modern ladies, 99% of them are not good women. They are not a wise investment, a complete waste of time. Men no longer approach them because they understand that being in a relationship with them is like going back many years. There's even a risk of experiencing setbacks career-wise and financially, in the case she's a gold digger who is out to get your money too. She would just take you to court, and now she owns half of everything you've worked for. The law is actually shit, is it not? Made to suit women and oppress the men, but because we are not the ones to cry and scream oppression, it's being allowed to continue like that. Back to the topic on point. Now, with the way things have gotten, you would think that these modern women would have at least some sort of self-reflection at this point. Instead, all they do is rant and rant on the internet about how men don't give two fucks about them. They may have lost it, but they still don't realize that they are the problem. The mindset that society has instilled in them is the problem. And until they do, my brothers, stop approaching them. The juice ain't worth the squeeze. Many of the men I know who recently ended their relationships were all breathing a sigh of relief. The relationships were like a bondage to them. You know where the women with values are. When you are ready to settle, find one of them and enjoy life. That will be all for today on Latest Juice, guys. Let me know what you think about this video in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, then surely you would love my other videos. Make sure to check them. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe buttons as it gives me the perfect motivation to keep creating contents like this for you. And also click the notification bell so you can be the first to know when I drop a new video. See you again soon. Cheers.